My name is Alex. I lived a quiet life. I liked my quiet life very much. Then my friend Sarah said, "You should get a dog, Alex." I was not sure. A dog is a big change. Dogs need walks. Dogs need food. Dogs need a lot of attention. I thought about it for a long time. I thought maybe a dog is too much for me. My apartment was small. My days were busy. A dog seemed like a furry problem. Sarah did not give up. She showed me pictures of sad dogs in a shelter. One dog had big brown eyes. His name was Max. Sarah said, "He needs a good home, Alex." I looked at his picture again. He looked a little scared. Maybe I could help him. Maybe a dog would not be so bad. So I said yes. It was a very big yes. I felt a little nervous. I hoped I was doing the right thing. What if he did not like me? The next day Max came home. He was bigger than he looked in the picture. He sniffed everything in my apartment. He sniffed the sofa, he sniffed the rug, he sniffed my legs. His tail wagged a little bit, but he seemed unsure, just like me. I put down his food bowl. I put down his water bowl. He just looked at me. I did not know what to do. "Welcome home, Max," I said. My voice sounded strange. Max was very quiet at first, then he started to explore more. He walked into the kitchen, he walked into the bedroom. I watched him. He was a dog, a real dog, in my home. It felt strange. I was used to being alone. Now there was another heartbeat in my apartment, a furry heartbeat with 4 paws. I sat on the sofa. Max lay on the floor. We were 2 strangers, sharing a quiet, new beginning. I hoped it would be okay. The first week was not easy. Max was still learning. I was still learning too. One morning, I found my favorite shoe. It had big chew marks on it. Max looked at me with his big eyes. He wagged his tail slowly. I sighed. "No, Max, no chew shoes," I said. He tilted his head. He did not understand. I put the shoe away. I knew it was not his fault. He was just being a dog who liked shoes. Another time, Max got very excited. He ran around the living room. He knocked over his water bowl. Water went everywhere, on the floor, on the rug. I grabbed a towel. "Oh, Max," I said. I was a little frustrated. It felt like I was always cleaning or saying no. Max sat and watched me clean. He looked a little sad. I think he knew I was not happy. I tried to be patient. It was hard sometimes. I missed my old, tidy life. Sometimes Max would bark. He barked at noises outside. He barked at the mailman. He barked at squirrels in the park. My neighbors did not like the barking. I tried to teach him quiet. It did not always work. I felt tired. I wondered if I made a mistake. Maybe I was not a dog person after all. Max would look at me. He seemed to want something. I just did not know what it was. Communication was very hard. We had many misunderstandings. I would call him. He would not come. I thought he was ignoring me. Maybe he just did not know his name well yet, or maybe he was scared. I tried to remember he was in a new place, with a new person. It must be strange for him too. I started to read books about dogs. I wanted to understand him better. I wanted us to be friends, but it felt like a long, long road ahead for us. Slowly, things started to change, little by little. One evening I was reading a book. Max came over. He put his favorite squeaky toy in my lap. He looked at me, then he looked at the toy. His tail gave a small wag. I was surprised. I picked up the toy. I threw it a short distance. Max ran and got it. He brought it back. We played for a few minutes. It was a small thing, but it made me smile, a real smile. Max started to follow me around the apartment. If I went to the kitchen, he came too. If I sat on the sofa, he lay down near my feet. At first, it felt a bit strange, like I had a furry shadow. But then I started to like it. It was nice not to be completely alone. When I left for work, Max would sit by the door. He would watch me go. His eyes looked a little sad. I started to feel a little sad too, leaving him. One day I was feeling very down. I had a bad day at work. I sat on the sofa and sighed. Max came over. He did not bark. He did not bring a toy. He just put his head gently on my knee. He looked up at me with his soft brown eyes. I started to pet him. His fur was soft. He leaned into my hand. It felt nice, comforting. He stayed there with me for a long time. He somehow knew I needed a friend. I began to look forward to our walks. We explored the park together. Max loved to sniff all the smells. He would chase squirrels but never catch them. I watched him run. He looked so happy. His happiness started to make me happy. I talked to him on our walks. I told him about my day. He would listen, or seem to listen. His tail wagged. I was not just taking care of a dog. I was spending time with Max, my Max. The big change happened one stormy night. The thunder was very loud. Boom! Crash! Max was scared. He was trembling. He tried to hide under the small table. He whined. I had never seen him so afraid. I went to him. I sat on the floor. "It's okay, Max," I whispered. I gently pulled him out. He came to me. He pressed close. I held him. I talked to him softly. I told him he was safe. He was with me. I realized then how much I cared about him. All my early worries were gone. The chewed shoes, the spilled water. None of it mattered anymore. What mattered was this scared dog in my arms. This dog who trusted me. I was his safe place, and he, in his own way, was becoming mine. I was no longer hesitant. I was his human. He was my dog. It was as simple as that. My heart felt full, very full. Now, our days are very different. We have a routine. Morning walks in the park. Max chases his ball. I throw it. He always brings it back. We eat our meals. Sometimes he gets a little piece of my carrot. In the evenings, we sit together. I read my book. He sleeps at my feet, or sometimes he puts his head on my lap. I pet his soft ears. He makes little happy sounds. We understand each other now. No words needed. Max is not just a dog. He's my best friend. He taught me about patience. He taught me about loyalty. He taught me how to play again. My quiet life is not so quiet anymore. It is filled with wagging tails and happy barks and the comforting presence of a furry friend. I look at Max, sleeping peacefully. I cannot imagine my life without him. He was not a furry problem. He was a furry gift. The best gift.